This is Philippians 4 and verse 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. And before I continue, I want to give all praises, honor, glory, and fear to Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Rakakodash. I also want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that taught us this truth, and peace and salutations to the Lord's hopeful elect, back at it through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Quick lesson, man, concerning prayer, fasting. It's a quick testimony, man. Again, Philippians 4 and 6. Be careful for nothing, but in everything by prayer and supplication with thanksgiving, let your requests be made known unto Yahweh. All right, so whatever it is that a brother or sister needs, through prayer and supplication, this is how we get our requests granted unto us, man. All right, there's a lot of issues pertaining to the flesh that we need deliverance from, man. All right, and there's a lot of things that we need on a daily basis, man. If any brother or sister needs those things, then you make that request by prayer and supplication. Okay, let's go to the book of James, chapter 5 and verse 13. Okay, and it reads, is any among you afflicted? Now look at us. We're all afflicted somehow, some way. Hell, we're in captivity to this very day. Let him pray. So knowing that fact, that just being knowing that we're in our captivity, we should be, constantly praying. Is any merry? Let him sing psalms, man. All right. And I mean, that's in relation just to being thankful for that's what we do when we wake up in the morning. We praise Yahweh Shema Shah for giving us another day to fight. It doesn't mean that we happy now. Okay, being in our captivity, we're praying to get out of our captivity. We're just also thankful, all right, that the Lord is still dealing with us and allowing us to fight in hopes that we will receive the ultimate salvation. All right, in verse 14, is any sick among you? Yep, every last one of us. Let him call for the elders of the church and let them pray over him, anointing him with oil in the name of the Lord. And that's why the name of the Lord is very, very important. Yahweh Bahashem Yahweh Shai. And the prayer of the faith shall save the sick, and the Lord shall raise him up. And if he have committed sins, they shall be forgiven him. And we do know who made the ultimate atonement for our sins, Malak Yahweh Shai. All right, so with that being said, I just came off of a fast. How long I went is just not important, man. And how long you go when the Lord puts his spirit upon on you, it'll be between you. It'll be between Yahweh Shema Shai and yourself, man. But I came off of one. And of course, man, we all have infirmities that we're dealing with, man. Sickness, disease, hardships, etc. Hell, we're in our captivity. But and for a while now, for quite some time, at least a year, if not more, man, I just been having this feeling of just extreme exhaustion, to the point where if I eat a nutritious meal, and I ain't talking about stuffing my damn face, man, but a good, solid nutritious meal, I just almost like pass out, and I couldn't stay up much. I would sleep, pretty much all day. Just very, very low energy, man. And I just, just noticing things about your body. But I'm talking about, I've been so tired lately, man. I thought it was something else wrong with me. I thought maybe I had cancer or something. Just how tired I was, man. And of course we know Esau Edom, spraying stuff in the air. They're putting they're putting chemicals in the food. All right. Radiation everywhere. There's a whole plethora of problems that could lead an individual to be very, very exhausted like that. Hell, our bodies are breaking down. We're aging, man, and we're just tired, being in this captivity. So all these things have been taken into my, carnal consideration, man. But hey, in relation just being in the spirit. Now, I'm a brother that has been blessed with the gift of faith, and of course, um, prayer and faith go hand in hand, man. So the spirit led me to go on a fast here last week, and that's what I did, man. And during the 6th day of that fast, man, um shoot, man, I used the bathroom. Of course, I've been using the bathroom, and as time progressed during that fast, there was less and less, solid stuff coming out of my body. And it was mostly like liquid stuff, man. Didn't really pay it no mind, being that the Lord has blessed me to, have fasted before, so I kind of know how it goes. But this time there was just something a little bit different. I felt different. After a certain amount of time when I fast, I start to feel, I don't want to say good, because I'm very, very hungry. And it gets to the point where you go a certain amount of time where it'll really start to hurt. And it hurt me so bad, that it'll bring me to tears, man. Just, and everything that the Lord is revealing, that's wicked about you. All these things will happen when you pray and fast, man. The Lord will give you a revelation of many things, man. All right, but especially concerning yourself, and especially concerning the things that you're praying about as it relates to the spirit, man, especially the spiritual things. So it was I just felt sick, man, just sick. My stomach was messed up, man. I just kept saying that, like, I don't feel good. Something ain't right. Like, this fast a little bit different. And shoot, I went to the bathroom, man, and did my business as usual, and it was like mostly liquid, but man, through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shah, something had came out of me, and it turned out to be a freaking parasite. All right, pretty long. It was at least about 12 inches, man. I have a video. I guess the spirit, I have it. I mean, if brothers want to see it, I mean, they can let me know. But I was going to post it, but I guess the spirit didn't lead me to. But I did make a video of it. But yeah, man, it was a parasite in me, and I had to pull it out, man. It was, hanging out of my body. And when I saw it, because I was in the spirit, it didn't freak me out. Had I not been in the spirit, it would have freaked me out. I've never seen nothing like that come out of my body, man. If you, do any research, they say, most people have parasites in their body. You just don't know it. And I believe through the spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Shai, bingo. When I saw it, that's the kind of spirit I had. Bingo, there it is. That's what was making me, very lethargic all this time. If you're not familiar, I don't know if it was a tapeworm, roundworm, hookworm, whatever. I know it was a freaking worm, very, very long, that I had to pull out of me, that the Lord revealed. But those parasites feed off of the nutrition that you try to put in your body. So you're eating this food, and the parasites are just feeding off of it and growing inside of your body. And that is, and plus all type of other issues can happen, of course, man, with that damn thing growing in your body. It was had I not been in the spirit, it would have freaked me out, man. But I just thank you, Yahweh Shema Hawashai, for that. We'll talk about, herbs and things that the brother's always going into, the healing herbs. So the brother, Spirit Wind Levi, I guess his name, his name used to be Spirit Wind Judah, but he realized that he was a Levite. But Spirit Wind Levi, he maybe, I don't know, a couple years ago, maybe last year or the year before, he went into herbs, man, just particular herbs, and we've heard about the healing herbs, of course, but I was just listening to that brother a few years ago, and I had acquired a few herbs, man, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Hawashai, from Mountain Rose Herb is what he recommended, the site that I went on. And some of the herbs that he mentioned, I got ashwagandha, but it was the black walnut hull, man. All right. And shit, man, I ain't gonna lie, I got a box of herbs, and I kind of forgot about them. You see, they just been sitting in my little pantry area, and hell, I don't know if they've been there for a while, at least a year. I know that for sure, that I haven't really even touched those herbs. I was taking it, and I kind of, like, again, forgot about them. But during that fast, man, the spirit was upon me definitely to utilize them, man. So That black, just do your research, man. That black walnut hull says, it's been known to get rid of and help rid the body of parasites, man. And I believe through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai, um, all these things aid it. Make no mistake about it. Okay, it is this. It is this the will of Yahweh Hashem Hawashai, that these herbs work. So when we're praying and fasting and we're sick, man, and we're utilizing again prayer, fasting, and the herbs if you have them. But again, these weren't. They're powdered, they're powdered and they don't have any calories in them. It says it on the bag. It has the nutrition chart on the back. So it's not like I was breaking my fast, taking those herbs, man. But first and foremost, I mean, it's the Lord that revealed, all these things into me. I had no freaking idea I had a freaking parasite. You can't feel it moving around in you or nothing like that. And how else would I have known that unless the Lord wanted me to go on that fast that amount of time, and take the herbs as well. And before I took those herbs, of course, you have to acknowledge that you have faith in Yahweh Shema Hawashai, that he created these herbs, for our healing. You acknowledge that, and then you pray over those particular herbs that they're going to do what they're supposed to do through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Shah. Because you could fast all day you want. You could take herbs all day. You know what I mean? But if it's not the will of the Lord to heal you, being that the Lord is the one that makes a man whole or sick. All right. Let me get that. This Deuteronomy 32 and 39. See now that I, even I, am he, and there is no God with me. I kill and I maketh alive. I wound and I heal. Neither is there any that can deliver out of my hand, whether you're on the right hand side of the Lord or the left hand side. Okay. Again, it is the Lord that wounded me by letting me get that parasite in my body, man. For what reason? I don't know. It could have. Who knows? But now, whatever the reason was then, it's been done for the glory of Yahweh Shema Shah, for me to make a testimony about it. Okay, and I wound and I heal. It is Yahweh Shema Shah. Ultimately, not what I'm saying. And we trust in the earth because this is what the Lord taught us. But I'm trying to convey that ultimately it is the Lord that is the one that's going to either wound you or heal you from that wound, man. And we have to remember this because brothers have been going into this, man. We are sick as dogs, man. We got all type of infirmities that we know about, and there's a bunch of infirmities that we have no clue. All right. And me having that damn parasite in me, I had no clue what was wrong with me, man. Wonder why. I'm talking about, it was to the point where I damn near pass out, man. So tired, bro. Can't do nothing. Can't work out. Getting extremely exhausted. And who knows what else, is wrong with me, man. But I just wanted to just make that quick testimony, man. Yeah. It was a freaking long parasite, man. I had to pull out of my body and then come out until quite a few days of me praying without ceasing, for healing for not only myself, but as well as the remnant. All right, brothers and sisters, their infirmities as well, man. Praying and fasting, and of course, taking those herbs, man. All those things together, the Lord revealed that unto me. As soon as I saw it, I was like, "Up, there it is." There it is, man. It's like my spirit knew exactly what was going on, exactly what it was, man. Now, when I first glanced at it, of course, I thought it was, like maybe some food or something, but nah, man, it wasn't. It was definitely a parasite, man. Pretty long one at that. And I just want to thank you, Yahweh Shema Shai. You brothers remember all these things, man. Let's go to the book of Ecclesiasticus, also known as Sirach, 38 and verse 9. Okay. My son, in thy sickness be not negligent, but pray unto the Lord, and he will make thee whole. There it is, man. So we're all sick. So, the Spirit's advising brothers and sisters to do these things. All right. We got to pray. Okay. And, fasting combined with that prayer makes it more powerful in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah. We're all sick. There's things that we can see, and there's things that we know, and then there's a bunch of problems that we have no idea, man. But if the Lord is with you, okay, he can, if he will heal you, and he will reveal what is wrong with you, man. Again, man, there's been a whole bunch of brothers doing a whole bunch of testimonies about different type of infirmities, man. All right, that brother, I forgot where he at, but I saw that brother. He was in the hospital for like at least a month, and he had a vision of Malaki Hawashai. All right, or damn near died up in that hospital, man. He was out, man. But you see what I'm saying? These are all these infirmities, man. All right. And we're relatively, a lot of us relatively like young men that's having to go through these things, man. So it is very, very vital, again, to take heed to what the Lord is teaching us, through the Bible, through men's experiences. All right. And that's why we do these testimonies and things, so we can edify the flock and become whole, man. All right. Now we know through the Spirit of Paya Bahashim Haushai, we're never truly gonna be whole until we get the hell up out of here, man. But if the Lord is willing, and it has to be his will if he's gonna heal you, but you got to make those requests known unto Yahweh Bahashim Haushai through that supplication, all right, of making your body a living sacrifice, and praying and fasting. All right. Different types of fast you can go on, man. All right, you can do the fruits and vegetables. You can just do the fruit. You can just do the vegetables. It's all per your faith, man, and your lot. Okay, how the duration in which you're fasting, again, it's all per your faith and your lot. But it's very, very beneficial. Okay, let's go to Luke. Straight to the point. Luke 18:1. And he spake a parable unto them to this end, that men ought always to pray and not faint, man. So, hey, man, pray without ceasing. I know you've heard that time and time again, man. We have to pray as much as possible, man. Day in, day out, man, multiple times a day. This is a way that we acknowledge our desire, our request, man. All right. And they're not foolish desires, mind you, because it's given to us by the Spirit to even do these things. That you have to have to, be given the Spirit to really pray in the name of Yahweh or Yahweh Shai. All right. And to have the faith that the Lord is going to, answer your prayers. And again, man, the Spirit is not going to have you praying for nothing foolish or something that can't be attained. Trust me. All right, so whatever we're praying for through the Spirit, all right, be better to have the faith that it's gonna be answered, man. And that's why we go through these things. And now, that strengthened my faith. For a lot of things, shows me that the Lord can, if He willeth, and will heal. All right, shows me that my prayers can get answered. It shows me, Lord willing, that the Lord is dealing with me, man. Because again, how would I have known that I had a freaking parasite? Or like when people do acquire cancer, man, of course, the cancer be growing in their body for quite some time. It's not like they see it the first day that the Lord actually puts those cancerous cells in them. It kind of grows into a freaking problem. And then they go to the so-called doctor, and then they see, oh, you have cancer. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of things that's going on in our bodies that we have no idea, But if you're a man or a woman of Yahweh Shema Shai, the Lord can and reveal these things, unto you, man. All right, it's just very, very important. But let me see. Oh yeah. So concerning, all right, that also, so prayer, fasting, but also, I'm not fluent in the Paleo Hebrew at all, but I do, have certain prayers that the Lord has allowed me through the Spirit to, come up with, that's in the Paleo Hebrew. Find the the glossary. It's on Pinterest. The apostles have it. Different brothers have links to different websites and things that you can find to find a Paleo Hebrew glossary, list of words, man, and screenshot it. Of course I got mine screenshotted and saved, and I also had written them down. And then the Spirit will lead you how to come up with prayers in the Hebrew. It ain't got to be long and elaborate, man. Straight to the point. But the reason why I brought that out here, and in the book of Ecclesiasticus 1:1, right, and on down in the middle of it, I wanted to bring out starting right here. All right, for the same things uttered in Hebrew and translated into another tongue have not the same force in them. And not only these things, but the law itself and the prophets and the rest of the books have no small difference when they are spoken in their own language. So that goes into the power of our holy tongue, which is the Hebrew. Okay, that Paleo Hebrew, it's very, very powerful. And yes, it is more powerful to pray in our tongue than it is to speak in these bastard ass languages, man. All right, our language, all right, is the Hebrew. So this wicked ass English language, or whatever language brothers speak throughout the earth, is not as powerful as speaking in Hebrew, man. So you got to pray to Yahweh Hashem and Hawashai that he reveals unto you how to pray and learn some Hebrew, man. Of course, I don't think I can't, I want to say that now, but I don't think any of us, like, for what it's worth, are gonna just be a fluent in Paleo Hebrew, man. Now when we get changed, of course, man, we're gonna be speaking it like we never forgot it, like like it never left us, man. But right now, we try to do our best, man. All right, but that shows you the importance again of prayer, having faith, fasting, and also praying in the Hebrew. And remember, if you're sick, afflicted, which we all are, we're all in captivity, we're all being afflicted, man. We have to pray. All right, and let me see this. See if I got. Let's go to the book of Daniel. I have so many precepts on prayer and fasting, it's not even funny. But I mean, I've made the point, but I just want to just, bring out a couple more precepts. This is Daniel chapter 6 and verse 10. Now when Daniel knew that the writing was signed, he went into his house, and his windows being open in his chamber toward Jerusalem, he kneeled upon his knees 3 times a day. That's the point I wanted to make. And prayed and gave thanks before his power, Yahweh by Shema Hawashai, as he did aforetime. Now the reason why I brought that out is just to show you the persistence, man, especially when we're really, really seeking, something from Yahweh Shema Shai. And because we are in this captivity, and because we know what time it is, being we're in the end times, the last days, we should have the Spirit upon us to be in great need of Yahweh Shema Shai, for him to deliver us, from this captivity and from these chains of darkness, which is these, bodies. Okay, so whenever, there's so many accounts in this Bible where brothers have to pray often, and brothers have to fast often. Okay, so many. But it just shows you again like how dedicated we are to be in serving Yahweh Shem Haushai, especially, quote unquote, if we want something. And again, don't we all want something from Yahweh Shema Shah? And I ain't talking about worldly riches. I'm talking about salvation, deliverance from Babylon the Great. I cannot wait. Every day is my patience is getting thinner and thinner with these two-thirds in their behavior, man. All this the stuff that's happening in the so-called industry, these entertainers are driving me crazy. And oh man, just I don't know, my YouTube feed is just always just filled with BS, because I guess that's all that's going on in the world is a bunch of folly, more dancing. They're dancing now more than ever. I just can't stand all the dancing, because it's like, why? I'm trying to figure out, why is everybody so happy? Why is everybody in this celebratory spirit, celebrating? If Is that the right word? Celebratory? Is that go with celibate, or is it? Oh well. But they're like they're just dancing and just like they have something to celebrate. Like we have a victory. Do you not know? Do these people not know that the worst time this earth has ever seen is right around the corner? So it really like just bothers my spirit to see all this damn dancing, man. Now is not the time, man. There's a time and place for everything, man. And right now, it's not time to be in folly mode. It's not time to be partying and out in the streets and gathering abroad for you women, man, and just indulging in a bunch of foolishness that's not going to prosper you during the time of great destruction, which is right around the corner, man. All right, so we got to be praying to Yahweh Shema Shai now more than ever. And I thank the Lord, I've been doing that through the Spirit of Power, Yahweh Shema Shai. I can do better because that's part of my gift set. I'm not the best teacher. Yeah, like likened unto the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. I'm relatively new in relation to the elders and our apostles. All right, but the Lord did give me gifts. Every brother has their gifts, and if you don't know what your gift is, okay, you need to pray to Yahweh Shema Shah, because He did give us specific gifts. Now, and it was being revealed unto me, and our brothers, I believe, have a fraction of all the gifts, but some, really manifest more than others. You need to pray for that as well. That the Lord, if you don't know what your gifts are, so you won't be hiding your talents, because that's just displeasing to the Lord. If He didn't gave you a gift, and you're not utilizing it, man. Now, when I pray and fast, the brothers don't see that. You don't may not hear me, you may not see me, but you don't know that I'm praying and fasting for you. If you brothers are sincere, you know what I mean. Now you can see a brother, when he uses a gift of, to teach and things like that. But hey, man, you pray to Yahweh Shema Hawashai for Him to reveal unto you what your gifts are, or what your gift is, man. And He will do that, man. When it comes to praying for spiritual stuff, man, I can testify the Lord is more than willing and ready to bless a brother with that. You pray from wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and something, man, of these scriptures, man, it's going to be given unto you if it be the will of Yahweh Shema Hawashai, man. So we just got to keep fighting, keep praying, keep fasting. And this is the time that we got to fast often, man. The Lord, until the Lord, returns, man. We got to fast often. When the Lord was with the apostles, they didn't have to fast. But when the Lord left off of this earth and returned unto the Father, man, now we have to. Okay, now we have to. We need the Lord now more than ever, because we're getting ready again to come into the worst time that this earth has never seen before. It seems like so far-fetched, doesn't it? Because why? Niggas is partying. It's business as usual. Even this day, so-called Memorial Day just happened. People were celebrating that. There'll be more, wicked pagan so-called holidays that our people are going to celebrate. All right, there'll be more gathering abroad. Hot girl summer is yet here again. All right, we got to deal with this crap again all summer, seeing our women and our daughters dressed like whores. We gotta sit here and listen to this weak ass music, just horror music, death music all summer. And that's why the people are completely lost. They're clueless, and it's not our fault, man. We're washing the blood off our hands by doing the work of Yahweh Shema Shah. They can't blame Yahweh, they can't blame Yahweh Shah, and they can't blame the men of the Lord, man, because we're telling them, daily, it's coming, it's coming, destruction, death, mayhem, chaos, storms, it's coming. Yeah, look at all. Oh man, the Lord been tearing stuff up, man, left and right via those storms, man, and tempests, right? Our people still don't want to calm the hell down. All right, acknowledge their transgressions, come back to the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability, man. Let me see here. Let's go to John. John 9 and verse 31. Yeah, go. This is John 9 and 31. Now we know that Yahweh heareth not sinners, But if any man be a worshiper of Yahweh and doeth his will, him he hears. So we got to keep the commandments. That's how the Lord said we show love unto him, feeding his sheep and keeping the commandments, of course, to the best of our ability, because we are in our captivity and in this flesh. So it's just certain, aspects of the law that we just can't keep perfectly per our captivity and per the flesh, man. That doesn't mean that you just blow it off, man. All right. And so, and again, the Lord don't hear sinners contrary to popular belief, man. And that's definitely going to come into full manifestation during this time of Jacob's trouble, during this time of great tribulation, when all hell done broke loose. And our people, 2/3 of the nation of Israel, they want to start trying to call upon the names. What was those names that those guys were saying again? Or they want to try to have their little prayer circles now. Now the women want to try to get in order and pray with their head covers together and weep and mourn. That's why the Lord told us it's better to be in the house of mourning than the house of feasting, which is the house that most of the 2/3 are in right now, the house of feasting and folly, while we're in the house of mourning, crying, fasting, making our bodies a living sacrifice by going out on the highways and byways, and praying and fasting. Fasting, in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah with the Spirit upon you. Hey, that's likened unto making your body a living sacrifice as well, man. Okay, every brother has their lot, but we move together as a one body. Okay, you may have a small, function in the body, or you may have a larger portion, but together we are one body, man. And everybody got to be, doing their part, man. I pray that every brother's doing their part. So, starting with myself first and foremost, man. All right. Well, we got to pray for these things. We pray for the spiritual things first and foremost. Pray for, this is also what we should be praying for, man. Concerning, we want to go ahead and get on to the next phase of this thing, man. It ain't nothing to hold on to now. What we want to, what do you want, man? From this wicked world, a woman? Come on, all our women, most of them tainted already. Whether she be decent to deal with, most of them ain't virgins anyway. So what after that? Shit, ain't nothing else. The food messed up. We in bodies that's going to age and decay anyway, so we might as well go ahead and go ahead and get up out of here the right way, man. All right, this is Matthew 9 verse 38. Pray ye therefore the Lord of harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. So we should be praying for that, for these brothers, all right, especially starting with the men, all right, all right, to go ahead and put their hands to the plow and go ahead and get involved in this thing, so we can get to the next phase and get the hell out of here, man. You pray to Yahweh Shema Haushah for laborers for the harvest. During that time of praying and fasting, it was very heavy upon me to do so, man. You see brothers out there by themselves. Okay, it kind of hurts. Now I know, hey, the Lord and bless them brothers with a great deal of strength, right, to be able to go out on the highways and byways by themselves continuously, all right, to serve Him. But I don't like seeing that, man. And now it could be the will of Yahweh Shema Shai. But as a brother, I'm gonna pray, for fruit, for those brothers, man, and more laborers for the harvest, man. All right, at least get out there and inquire, get out there to make your calling and election sure, because hey, that is what the Lord commanded of us, man. All right, can't make it. I mean, there's shit that comes up. Like I said, brothers get sick. All right, brothers have certain issues. You can't get the count every day, but that is why we have the body. All right, and everyone wants to be doing their part. So we need to be praying for laborers for this harvest, and pray that we're a part of the Lord's harvest, man. All right, count it as that wheat, not those tares that's gonna get burned up, man. All right, 2/3, man, they're likened unto the tares, man, that's gonna get burned up, Lord willing. When it's harvest time for Yahweh Shah, He's gonna gather us up, man, via those chariots, and tell us that come up there with Him and come the hell up out of Babylon. All right, and I can't wait for that. Lord willing, we be those men and women. Okay. Let's go to Colossians. These are all just things that we should be praying for as well as, and the Spirit's going to lead you to what to pray for, man, when you do these things, man. But this is a very, very important time that we have this rapport with Yahweh Shema Shai, and we make our requests known. All right, unto the Lord. Colossians 1:9. For this cause we also, since the day we heard it, do not cease to pray. There it is. Do not cease to pray for you, and to desire that ye may be filled with the knowledge of his will in all wisdom and spiritual understanding. So all these stumbling blocks that these other, Israelites stumble upon, Christianity, are different aspects of what the Lord has us teaching. The fact that, these other nations are going into captivity under us. And we can go and go and go. And many, many, many stumbling blocks into the ones that's not really called and chosen, Many, many stumbling blocks. So, hey man, we got to make sure uh and in relation to making our calling and election sure, not just going out on the highways and byways, but actually living what you're speaking. When we're doing these lessons and such, we have to live it. So we pray to Yahweh Shema Shah for what? Knowledge of his will and all wisdom and spiritual understanding. That way we know that this is the truth. Hey, concerning the names Yahweh, Yahweh Shah, not Yah, all right, not Yahweh, all right, not Yeshua, right? Guess what? When I first came into this thing, being that I said again, the Lord had blessed me with a gift of faith. Guess what I did? And I prayed to Yahweh Shema Hawashai if this were the names I was to be given. All right, it's not how I said it, but I definitely, inquired to the Lord concerning the names that I heard, these certain men of great millstone, utilizing, okay, and teaching. And guess what? You hear me calling and professing those names to this day. Yahweh, Yahweh Shai. All right, it came back to me. Hey, this is it. Hey, this is the truth. This is the way. The Lord said his sheep hear his voice. So no matter what manner of trickery, confusion, BS that is the earth, right, that is man, it's not going to stop us from hearing the true shepherd, which is Malak Yahweh Shai. Make no mistake about it. Now, Malak Yahweh Shai has set up men in a certain order, to teach his truth, man, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, but it trickles down to us as well, man. We've all been given a certain authority from the Lord, all right, to be able to teach, all right, with the spirit of truth upon us, man. All right, a lot of people don't respect that. A lot of people can't see that because it wasn't given to us. Contrary to popular belief, the Lord not dealing with everybody, even of our own nation. And this isn't for everybody. When we first came into this thing, hell, most of the younger brothers, we thought it was. We thought our whole family was. I know I did. I'm like, oh man, I'm finna. My whole family finna be straight, and then not one of them. You understand me? Not one of them hearken to the word. So Yahweh Shema Shah, when the Lord, had me speaking to him, they shunned me away one way or the other, man. But dusted off my dusted my feet off and kept it moving through the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem and Yahweh Shai, man. All right. But I'm one more precept and that'll be it, man. But again, the testimony of that parasite, man, I couldn't believe it. And I feel a whole lot better. I mean, and I believe through the spirit that the Lord revealed unto me, hey man, you had a parasite in you that the Lord put in me, man, and that he wanted me to go through a certain process to reveal it. And that process was, making my body a living sacrifice via fasting and praying, man, and believing in his power and believing, in the healing herbs, man. That black walnut hull, helped out tremendously, I believe. Now again, yeah, yes and no, if that makes sense. Like, I don't have faith in the herbs themselves per se, okay, but it is the power that the Lord put in those herbs is what I have faith in. You know what I'm saying? It's not, I don't idolize, things, because people worship trees, all type of shit. You know how they do. And it can get confusing to a unlearned individual, man. All right, but I'll leave it off at this in Matthew 17, and I guess we'll start at verse 19. Then came the disciples to Yahushua apart and said, "Why could not we cast him out?" Concerning, that spirit that was on this individual. All right, and Yahushua said unto them, "Because of your unbelief. For verily I say unto you, if ye have faith as a grain of mustard seed, ye shall say unto this mountain, remove hence to yonder place, and it shall remove, and nothing shall be impossible to you. All right, so the Lord is teaching his disciples also to, who continue in the work of Yahweh Shai to teach us, okay, about faith as well as unbelief, man, and how a little bit of faith can produce great power. And that little bit of faith that we're showing now by being obedient, when Jacob's trouble, you're gonna see that faith start to manifest into some real power. And then when Malaki Hawashai, gets here, you're gonna see the full manifestation of that faith. All right. Especially when we're changed and we receive those glorified bodies like, the one that Malaki Hawashai has. And that's what we desire. In verse 21, howbeit this kind goeth not out but by prayer and fasting, liken unto the demonic spirit that's on an individual, man. Sometimes you can't just cast them out just by using words. Sometimes you have to pray and fast, okay? And only by the prayer and the fasting can you get a certain spirit off of an individual, or heal an individual, and starting with yourself, just like that parasite, that big ass worm that I had pulled out of my body. All right, how be it only came out but by prayer and fasting. Okay, have fasted, but it was time. I fasted. Matter of fact, that wasn't the first fast I went on this month, man. I went on a shorter one, and it didn't reveal itself. You see, I had to go a little longer this time, a little bit more intensely. Okay, and combine it with the herbs. And then guess what? Hey, the Lord revealed it, and it did not go out but by that prayer and fasting. And because of the prayer, fasting, and true faith in Yahweh Shema Shai, praying for healing again, not only myself, but as well as the Akim wa Akwath, because the Spirit leads me to do so. My spirit don't never like to pray for something just for myself. Whatever it is that I pray for myself, I always, through the Spirit, include the brothers and sisters, man. Y'all my brothers and sisters, so I make sure I ain't trying to be selfish in my prayer. I don't want to get a blessing and the brothers be hurting, especially brothers that have labored more intensely and longer, starting with the elders and apostles and brothers on down, man. All right, been laboring longer, and I get a blessing, and I want brothers and sisters to have the same blessings if the Lord willeth, bestowed upon them as well. But again, a prayer and fasting, man, is powerful. That's what we got to do, man. That's what we got to do. And we're almost done. The Lord is strengthening us. He's revealing, oh man, a whole bunch of mess that's going on, oh man, within these other so-called Israelites, and it ain't looking good. It's not looking good. All these other Israelite groups are being exposed through the Spirit of power, Yahweh Shema Hawashai. So these men of great millstone, and the ones that follow the doctrine, is looking real good right now, man. As far as us really, possibly being these men and having the truth, man, with a sincere, humble spirit, man. We're not trying to boast. The Lord won't let us boast, man. All right, in this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that we've attained through the Spirit. All right, we're just trying to we just want to go home. All right, honestly, we just want to get out of here. Honestly, we see that we're oppressed. Honestly, we see the destruction of our men. Honestly, we see the destruction of our women and children, and we don't want to live like this no more. Everyone else is just so puffed up that they can't see the true goal at hand is deliverance. They're stuck on all this BS. How you look, how many members you have, how much knowledge that you have, and it's just crazy. But the Lord is revealing these things, man, and we're holding the line. Lord, Thawadi Haba Shema Shah, Lord willing, all brothers complete their work, man. And it's gonna be worth it. It's gonna be worth it. So with that, I'm gonna give all praises, honor, and glory and fear to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai. Until next time, Shalom.